Hi Cabi fans! Today we're talking with our digital marketing maven, Eboni. So Eboni, tell us a little bit about what you do here at Cabi.
Sure. So I oversee all things digital, the Cabi website, social media, the Cabi blog, pretty much anything that's on the internet falls under my umbrella.
And Eboni used to be a fashion blogger herself, so she
I
really
did.
has a ton of knowledge in this area. Plus, she's been at Cabi for a long time.
12 years.
Yes, so
Yeah.
she really cares about the brand and just knows a ton about us. So we are going to ask you a few questions
Sure.
to get to know you a little bit better.
I'm excited.
Eboni is clearly very stylish. I wore the
Thank
shirt
you.
in honor of her because I know she loves it. But what is your favorite piece from the spring 2019 collection?
Okay, so when we were on set at the photo shoot in New York, I fell in love with this shirt. Like, it's totally me because the color, first of all, green's my favorite color. Then it's like natural print mixing, but this dress has definitely become my favorite. I'm wearing it with jeans now, so I think it's just really versatile, surprisingly, and looks really great on everyone. It's very flattering.
Okay, this is a good one for you. What is your must-have beauty product?
Ooh, lipstick. I love a bold lip. I love YSL glossy stains. It's glossy, like a lip gloss, but it's a stain and it really stays put. Like I can go eat, have coffee, and this will stay on all day. And then I like Tom Ford's Liquid Matte.
You've been here a long time, but what was your first job?
My first job was working after school programs at my local recreation center in Redwood City, Bay Area, woot woot. That was when I was in the 10th grade, and I actually worked for the recreation center until I graduated. And then when I went to college, I ended up being a preschool teacher for like a few years. So I've worked with kids a lot. Love kids, don't have any. I have 2 nephews that were actually born within 7 days of each other last year. So they both just turned 1.
Isn't she like the coolest aunt? Coffee or tea?
Right now, I'm in a phase of drinking bulletproof coffee. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically you drink your coffee blended with coconut oil and butter. Most people do grass-fed butter. I do vegan butter. It's supposed to be really good for like your energy levels and keeping you kind of satiated and good for your brain. I love it. I just love how it tastes more than anything. Read about it. Google it.
What's the last book you read?
I'm reading Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. I love, love, love reading like biographies. I love hearing people's stories.
If you could have dinner with anyone, who would it be?
Okay. I like to be difficult, of course.
What?
So we're gonna do brunch instead of dinner.
Okay.
I just need a few ladies there. If you listen to NPR, I love Terry Gross. She really is able to like get into people's minds and pull things out of them. And then I also want Oprah and Michelle Obama, who young Black women tend to call Auntie Michelle and Auntie Oprah. And so I'd love to have those two there with Terry Gross facilitating the conversation because I'd probably just be sitting there with my mouth open the whole time.
What's the best advice you've ever been given?
I don't know if it's advice or more just like words of wisdom from my dad. He would always say, Eboni, everything is a choice and you either reap the rewards or suffer the consequences of those choices. But at the end of the day, life doesn't just happen. So that always sticks with me, especially when I'm going through hard times. You know, I think we all have a tendency to want to like blame outside things. But I always come back to, okay, Eboni, like what are some of the choices that you made that kind of got you where you are today? And what choices are you going to make next to move yourself out of this negative space? So I always hear him in the back of my mind when I start getting into my like mode.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
I, for whatever reason, always had really, really good paying jobs in high school and I had no bills. So I made a lot of money and I am a shopper. So I spent a lot of that money on like clothes and shoes and stuff, which like I don't necessarily regret because I love all my clothes and shoes. However, I probably would have told my younger self to save and to travel, but I would still keep some of the shoes and clothes.
If your life was a movie, what would
Oh,
the
gosh.
title be? Confessions of a Shopaholic?
Just kidding. That's a good one. It could be Confessions of a Shopaholic. It could also just be chill out. I take on a lot. I never relax. I never give myself time to just kind of chill. And some of that's just my personality. So, you know, as I'm getting a little older, I would want the name of my movie to be Girl, Sit Down Somewhere and Chill.
What have you loved about working at Cabi over the years?
The people. When I came to Cabi, I had been laid off from my first job out of college, and I instantly fell in love with Cabi. Everyone looks amazing, everyone's smiling, everyone was so welcoming. When you interview at Cabi, you interview with like 10 people. And I was just so impressed with all of the women, and I didn't know anything about the brand at the time. I just felt something when I walked in the door, and here I am 12 years later.
I've known you for 12 years, and I feel like I learned some new stuff today, so thank you for taking this time.
My pleasure.
And we will let you get back to it.
Alrighty. Bye.